Hey, good morning, everyone. Kate Saxton here of Ask Ms. Kate on Facebook and our blog, meetkateandcarol.com. I am an independent affiliate with the Empower Network, and I'm coming to you today on day 21 of our not day 21. I'm pushing it. Day 12 of our Kickstart Your Day 21-day challenge for maximum success. Right? Maximum success and focus in your endeavor. Most of the folks coming on here are working in home-based businesses. Turn up my mic a little bit. But some people have come on who are trying to become singers, actresses, write the great American novel. Whatever it is that you've chosen for your vision, you're coming on here, and we're at day 12. So by now, you're reading your vision statement 10 times a day, right? You're watching yourself on a recorded video reading your vision statement. You have that vision statement finely tuned. It's clear, it's concise, you know where you're going, it's mapped out, okay? And we're on day 12, so by now you're feeling some results. You're feeling some results of the efforts that you've put in on a daily basis to attain that dream lifestyle, to attain success in your home business, or become the singer, the actor that you've always dreamed of becoming. So here we're talking about dreams, vision, right? And my name, again, is Kate Saxton, and I come to you every morning at 10 a.m. and twice a day with power words to jumpstart your day, because we hit lulls during the course of our day at times. And this is a way to jumpstart. We're kickstarting, and then you jumpstart your day. So let me give you just a tad, if anybody's tuning in for the first time. I was a counselor for 13 years. I help people with the most difficult things you'll ever encounter in your life, and that's addiction. Either they were addicted to drugs or alcohol, or had family members or loved ones who were. Or they came to me because I was a bereavement, a grief counselor. I dealt with people who had major losses, either through death, divorce, loss of a job or a business, right? People would come to me because they needed help. They needed help dealing with and getting out of being stuck in one of the stages of loss, even with an addiction to food, to gambling, doesn't matter. An addiction is something that we do over and over again that harms ourselves or somebody close to us. And we continue to do it to excess. Okay? Quite simple when you break it down like that. So people would come to me, and I, as just being an instrument of change and support and guidance and education, I was able to help hundreds of people change their lives. And that's what I'm here to do for you, to help you change your life and gain or attain those dreams and that lifestyle that you've always wanted to attain, but for whatever reasons, we're unable to. Okay? So here we are at day 12. These are all recorded. You can see them by going to my blog, meetkateandcarol.com. It's Kate with a C, meetkateandcarol.com, or going into my YouTube channel, Ms. Kate, Kate Saxton. And again, it's Kate with a C. So, day 12. Now, yesterday I talked about roadblocks, right? And a few days ago I gave an assignment to write down your roadblocks, things that are getting in your way on a daily basis of you achieving all that you want to achieve and being the best and getting the most out of yourself. Because we don't have bosses that we have to answer to, do we? We are our boss. That's what most of us have always wanted. We wanted to be our own boss. Work from home. Work from our computers in our pajamas. There are some downfalls to that early on in business, and one is being that we don't have a boss. We are our own boss. So we have to answer to ourselves. And in doing so, we do hit roadblocks. Today's focus is perseverance. We have to persevere, meaning we've got to push through our roadblocks. We've got to push through the things that are getting in our way now that we've identified them. So I told you I was going to bring in my own, and I did write them down. So where are they? Okay, so I've got a few written down here. One is my own self-talk, negative self-talk. It's human, right? It's human nature to have negative conversations with ourselves occasionally. So I have made a conscious effort before I open my eyes when I'm laying in bed, before I open my eyes, I say to myself, this is going to be a fantastic day. Because the old me would be, oh, it's Monday morning, or it's raining, it's crappy out, oh, today's going to suck, or I don't have the energy, I'm depressed. Whatever that self-talk that was running every morning through my brain, through my mind, brought me down. And what a way to start your day on that kind of note. So for me, I'm not saying this is for you, but for me, I need to consciously start my day out on a positive note by reinforcing my vision statement, reading it out loud to my, well, not out loud. If I'm not alone in the morning, I will read it to myself in my mind and start my day out on a positive note. Okay, so that's one of the things I've done. Throughout the course of the day, when the self-doubt creeps in, when low self-esteem maybe starts to rear its ugly head, because again, it's a natural thing that happens to all of us in our thinking. I'm not talking about outside forces. I'm talking about what goes on in our minds, right? So what do I do to combat that? I read my vision statement. I say, and I've written down 20 power statements about myself. I am beautiful. I am knowledgeable. I am educated. I am a loving person. I am loved. All those positive statements, it's reinforcing into my subconscious who I am right now. And to conquer that negative self-talk from yesterday, from the person who lost her mortgage company, from the person who lost her home in Vero Beach, who lost a great six-figure income and went down to zero. And that was my story for 5 years, that the economy ruined me, that my dentist ruined my teeth, that I would never be able to have anything to give to my world again because I'm almost 50. Well, how crazy is that, right? When you think about it, and as an outsider looking in, I didn't erase all the knowledge, education that I have. I didn't erase who I am as a loving, caring human being in the world, right? But my self-talk told me so. So that became my reality. So I, making a conscious choice, back when I joined Empower Network last August or September, I made a conscious choice to change my life, to turn my life around on a daily basis. And I do this by conquering the negative self-talk. That's one of my roadblocks that can get in the way. 2 for me came up this morning. I get on Facebook and I go to invite everybody, and Facebook blocks me and says I can't invite anyone to my daily 21-day program here because not enough people were accepting my invitations. Not enough people are liking, commenting, sharing, whatever they call it. I call it social juice, Facebook juice. They want to see proof that people are engaging in my program, and they hadn't been outright. It hadn't happened in an outright fashion. People weren't liking and commenting, but more than that, people weren't accepting my invitations. Yet people were coming on. I went into my stats and I had 96 viewers watching. 96 viewers. But nobody, well, I take that back. A couple people did start to like some of my stuff. So the old me started to creep in and say, see, you got nothing to give. Nobody's paying attention. You invite 1,400 people, and a couple people maybe respond, but nobody's showing up. Nobody. 96 people showed up, but nobody in my mind, because Facebook decided to put a roadblock up, right? I've had people in Empower Network, and just briefly, income disclosure, please, on my lead page here, my splash page, please click on our income disclosure, empowernetwork.com/income. Extraordinary incomes with people who give extraordinarily to their business. Okay? Some people will get ordinary results because they're giving just mediocre effort. And some people will make no money because they're not doing what it takes to be successful financially in the Empower Network. So just had to throw that out there because I'm going to mention some money here. Some of the leaders that I've come into contact with Empower Network that has helped me by watching the Inner Circle, listening to Inner Circle. It's one of our programs on personal development. Listening to their stories, listening through our 15K program to different marketing techniques and how to syndicate my blog, how to syndicate it, how to get it out to the world, how to do videos, how to get yourself out there the most effectively for success, financial success. And these people, there's been 11 millionaires created through the Empower Network in just a little over 2 years. So those are my coaches, my mentors, people that I'm modeling myself after. Talked about that yesterday, that we need to have a coach, a mentor, or a few that we're going to model our actions after, people who've had the success that we crave, we desire, and that we've set out to attain in our visions, right, in our dream lifestyle. So the Empower Network put together this powerful blogging system, right? It's a simple 3-step blogging system for $25. If you haven't already, click on that and get yours today for $25. You can't go wrong. It's the most effective way to get your business, your message, your brand out to the world on a daily basis. So couple that with the Inner Circle and what I call the 15K program that we have in Empower Network, was by doing what these leaders, these coaches and mentors have done before me, I've been able to get out of that state of being broken, out of my story, right? I told you about my story for 5 years of loss, no self-esteem, no confidence. I'm almost 50. What do I have to give to the world? I've been able to break through that by listening every day, reading about successful people who've gone places that I want to go, have attained the financial success that I have in my vision. And those things are backing up when my roadblocks come into play. Roadblocks like my negative self-talk, roadblocks like Facebook coming on and saying, we're going to block you from inviting anybody anymore. It's like, what? Some of these leaders who've made millions of dollars with Empower had their YouTube channels shut down. YouTube channels where they had hundreds of videos, training videos, shut down. Their business could have come to a screeching halt, but they persevered and they broke through the roadblocks. Roadblocks are going to happen. Things are going to get in the way. Think about it. When you set out on a journey, say you're driving to New Orleans, right? That's where many of us are going in a couple weeks. You're driving down, and it's road trip time. You've got to make sure you've got a spare tire, right? The old days, you had to make sure you had a map. Now you got a GPS. Make sure things are working in your car. You change your oil because you've got to cruise from Connecticut to New Orleans. You want to map out where you might stay one night at a hotel halfway down. Where are you going to stay? You want to make sure that you know where you're going, just like with our vision statement. You know where you're going. You got a vision. But things could happen along the way. You want to bring some extra cash. You want to be prepared for any roadblocks. There may be construction along the way. Luckily, GPSs now, we're spoiled in this instant gratification world, can tell us when there's roadblocks, literal roadblocks on the highway and traffic and construction going on. But we prepare. And when roadblocks, when things get in our way, we don't turn around, do we? We don't turn around and go back because something got in the way. So did I stop today because Facebook said you can't invite anybody? No, I put it out there. I need some Facebook love. I need some juice. Give me some likes. Give me some shares, some comments. So I'm asking you to do that if you'd like to see the program going on. So we don't have to stop this. So we can continue on our journey, on our challenge. We only have 10 more days to go. 9 more days, excuse me. And that roadblock is not going to get in my way. So what other roadblocks, what other things have you had to break through or you have identified as roadblocks that you need to break through? If you wrote them down, remember a couple days ago I asked you to write them down and burn them. And then I asked you yesterday to write them down and bring them in today. So have you written them down? Have you got some of your roadblocks written down? Because the second piece to that, I'm going to tell you, is a second piece to that assignment, and that is to make an arrow. Draw yourself an arrow so roadblock comes up. Negative self-talk. Arrow, what's the opposite of that? And write that down. Positive self-talk, right? What's another opposite of that? Reading my vision statement. What's another opposite of that? Saying my 20 I am powerful, I am beautiful, I am loving. My positive statements, because I need to reinforce that negative or take away that negative self-talk that's going on. Roadblock, Facebook, blocking me from inviting folks. Ask for help from people. Ask for people to like and share and comment and watch. Ask people to help you persevere. So ask for help. And the sweetest of revenge is not really revenge, is it? The sweetest revenge, getting back at someone, if you felt there's haters out there, dream stealers out there, people who are trying to take away your vision, or even yourself, the sweetest revenge is success. So dig in your heels, write down those roadblocks, and then the opposite of what those roadblocks are. Dig in your heels and do the opposite. Do exactly polar opposite. Because the roadblocks are negative. And you need to put every action that you're taking into a positive. Okay? That's it for this morning. Get your blog if you haven't done so already. It's only $25. Most effective way to get your business, your brand, your vision out to others. It's a great way of telling a story, because I tell stories every day about my struggles in life and how I've been able to turn things around and what I'm doing to do so, because I know someone is out there watching today who needs to hear my story. Even if it's just one person that I touch, even if it's just one person in 21 days that I touch and help to change their lives, it was worth it. It was worth all the roadblocks and the haters and the dream stealers and my self-talk into turning that around. It would be worth it. So get your blog, get your story out there, because somebody needs to hear what it is that you have to say. What are your successes? Are you sharing your successes with 2 people every couple of days? Your small successes. Continue to share those. These are all the assignments we've been doing up to date. I try to put everything in one, 20-minute presentation. Also, on the very bottom of my lead page, there's a big red bar. Get on our newsletter list. Get on that list today, because our 2 power words very soon are going to be taken down off social media, not because Facebook told me to, but because it's just more effective to send it out in email. So I will be continuing to do that for a couple days, but please get on our email list so you'll be sure to receive our emails every day and the 2 power words and any other tips that we have. You can unsubscribe anytime also, so it's not a big deal to get on there. So there's your assignment for today. Take the roadblocks that have gotten in the way, write your arrow pointing in the other direction, and do the exact opposite. That's it for today. Hope you got some value. Namaste. Thank you for letting me into your world today. Hope you gained something from this. We'll be back with 2 power words later on this afternoon and this evening, and we'll be on tomorrow for another Day 13, Kickstart Your Day for max success and focus in your business. Thank you again. Kate Saxton saying so long for now.